Your brand new iPhone deserves the best protection, and the iLune 3-pack screen protector plus 3-pack camera lens protector has you covered. Don't take risks with your iPhone. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
I'm a Boots pharmacist. These are my 4 top tips to combat hay fever. A top pharmacist has shared advice on how to cope with hay fever, following warnings that this season could be particularly severe for tree pollen. Hay fever occurs when the immune system mistakes the fine powder produced by plants for a harmful substance, triggering symptoms such as a runny nose, sneezing, and watery or itchy eyes. Amy Dickinson, Deputy Superintendent Pharmacist at Boots, said, "There isn't a definite way to determine what the hay fever season will be like each year. However, the weather is a good indicator as this plays a significant role in the production, distribution, and dispersion of pollen. Typically, hay fever is seen to be heightened between the months of late March and September, particularly when it is warm, humid, and windy, as this is when the pollen count is at its highest. However, there are different types of pollen that can bring on hay fever. For example, tree pollen counts are highest between late March and mid-May, whilst grass and weed pollen counts are highest between mid-May and September. Don't miss urgent health warning issued as cases of deadly disease surge. Whilst there is no cure, Ms. Dickinson said there are things that can be done to alleviate symptoms. She shared her top tips with the Daily Express. Hay fever symptoms are triggered by exposure to pollen released by plants, so reducing the amount that gets into your body is a good place to start. Ms. Dickinson said, "When indoors, you can do this by keeping windows and doors shut as much as possible. You should also try showering and changing your clothes when you've been outdoors to rinse away the pollen. If you are exposed to pollen, antihistamines can be an effective form of allergy medication that can help to manage the effects. Don't miss, Breakthrough could provide a lifeline for ailing British bee population report. Warning issued to anyone hanging laundry to dry in garden. Warning. Air purifier that tackles dust and bad smells, now 50% off latest. Allergies can trigger red, itchy, and watery eyes, and for many hay fever sufferers, the eyes are one of the most impacted," Ms. Dickinson said. Wraparound sunglasses can stop pollen getting into your eyes and provide additional protection. If you are experiencing dry, sore, or watery eyes, allergy relief eye drops can be used to help. Nasal sprays can help ease symptoms by blocking the effects of a chemical called histamine or reducing inflammation in the nasal passages. Ms. Dickinson said, "To help manage symptoms, like sneezing or a runny and blocked nose, you could consider using a nasal spray alongside antihistamines. Another way of limiting your body's exposure is by catching pollen before it can wreak havoc on the immune system. Applying a barrier balm of petroleum jelly, like Vaseline, around your nose is also a great way to trap the pollen and help relieve dry and uncomfortable skin from repetitive nose blowing," Ms. Dickinson said. "We use your sign-up to provide content in ways you've consented to and to improve our understanding of you. This may include adverts from us and third parties based on our understanding. You can unsubscribe at any time. Read our privacy policy. If the obvious remedies are not working, it may be time to speak to a healthcare professional." Ms. Dickinson said, "Your local pharmacist is always on hand to offer advice on which products could be suitable for you, from antihistamine tablets to eye drops or nasal sprays. If over-the-counter remedies are not helping, speak to your GP or consider visiting Boots' online doctor hay fever treatment service.